quite excited about this.
So, I'm just chilling for the moment. Getting ready for our attack. So let's go ahead and have this conversation begin. I don't think I ever knew what to say to the man. In retrospect, I always felt like the wrong thing. But the past notwithstanding, he came to your aid in your moment of need. We are here, and we'll not squander this chance he's given us. We'll see this tale to a triumphant conclusion and bid the final curtain fall. Sounds good. Are you ready, Pieter? Probably. Let's hope so. Then let us set forth for the reckoning. Having come this far, I know everyone's resolve is beyond doubt, so I will say only this. Within that dead sun swells the emotions that Meteon has hoarded, the emotions of innumerable souls that strove for happiness, but failed. And it was with the denizens of Ultima Thule that barred our way. It's not for us to rebuke or admonish. It was not by passing judgment on the tragic legacies of others that we arrived at this moment. Rather, it was by opening our hearts to their despair, by understanding and acknowledging their fates, while still refusing to share in them ourselves, to hold fast to hope, not in ignorance, but by choice. Should you struggle to do so, I'm here to help, as you have all helped me. Everyone's going home today. Understood? Aye. Just accepted. The dead ends are now accessible. Oh, you made me priority leader. You're so kind. All right. Well, as you say, let's go beat the big sad. Let's get it. With the party of light. Well, that's not what light party means.
So you are finally here, in this place between death and rebirth, where life knows no dawn. Come then. Follow me down into the darkest depths of despair.
That's the scissor tail bird. The dead ends. Finish this section and go back and read the text.
There was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered.
Oh, I missed. Alright, that's fine. Nah, that's fine. I should have paid attention. I was kind of running through things. I do, however, need to keep you alive. It's not hard to do. I just need to pay attention. Alright. So there's a thing to read back here. Why do you ask such a question? Do you not see the plague and pestilence which consumes us? Ours is a world of rancid blood and rotting flesh, where death is the only remedy for suffering. There's no meaning to be found in such misery. But it was not always thus. Beneath the waves we knew only peace and plenty. We wanted for naught and yet craved more, that our progeny might someday flourish as we could never. Eventually, we ventured into the lands above bearing flame and iron, toppling any who dared oppose our might. The world was ours for the taking. The gooples. The gooples, yes. No puddles! No, that's not the best.
Until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
Playing the puddles of toxic waste. Yeah, it's a good time. Why did we come to this? All right, come on, pay attention. Dude, stop letting Rathian die. Well, I thought you were supposed to be the warrior of light. You're letting people die. Not at all a warrior of light today. Come on now. Oh, let's read this really quick. The world is not a boundless paradise we promised. Our population quickly outstripped the habitable land, while seas we thought would shine forever blue ran dry, spoiling and forging the tools of our conquest. Cramped homes turned to squalor, and then came the sickness. Our undoing, and the final blessing this star has to offer. We're no longer the fools we once were. Wheresoever life goes, death will follow. Indeed, existence is but the most painful path to nothingness, and the wise embrace their obliteration entirely. Oh yes, living death. Good times. Close for this one?
Those who lived infested. Those who died decayed.
Yeah, I kind of stuffed that up, didn't I? That's enough. Gotcha. Grazie. Let me go where you guys are at. Oop. I'm dead. See myself. That's not what I meant to do. That's fine. Doing good, yay!
And the very last of them wished they had never been born at all.
Excellent. Alright.
In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying all the self-same lives it had saved.
Want to stack those red markers? Really? The Doritos. Again. Oh well, that's fine. I have to look back on what you're referring to. Oh well.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost.
Yeah. That otherworldly beings should first grace us with their presence as a sign. Indeed, they understand that we, the global community, are possessed of the wisdom and compassion needed to guide this star back to the path of righteousness. Yet the freedom fighters dare to undermine us, inviting chaos to disrupt the order that we labored so hard to build. They have forgotten the history of this star and its once myriad nations, the wars waged and the countless lives lost. They must be brought to heel, the world united under a single standard, no matter the cost. Alright.
They tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
I'll have to look into that. There we go. Finally. Finally did the thing I was trying to do the whole time. Matean, I obviously am not trying to heal you. Why do you keep pulling my... She's undermining me on purpose. I'm trying to go through all the people and talk to all of them and save all of them. And it's like, no, we're just going to have you select Matean. Matean. Cool, thanks. We constructed the Peacekeeper, the pinnacle of engineering and technology. This mighty war machine was designed to rid us of the freedom fighters, as well as any other potential threats to the peace we have so long pined for. Its artificial intelligence ensures that its singular function is carried out with cold and calculating precision. Indeed, the 10,000 Peacekeeper units we created have now routed every threat to peace, including us. All that remains is to stand and fight. So, We miss one? Get us out of it if we can. That could have gone better. Vital signs detected. Initiating extinction protocol in accordance with primary directive. Yeah, that's going to take a second try. Yeah, by the time I saw it, I tried to move it. It's too late. Yeah, I died way too early in that. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to do this without me. My bad, y'all. It's just a little too early in the battle for the healer to go down for that to really have any chance there. Sorry, y'all. I'll do better next time. You're ahead of most by not dying on boss one your first time. Cool. Well, I appreciate it. It's all due to the wonderful help from my friends. You've done a great job. I get saying a little help from my friends. Alright, let's pretend that I'm ready for this fight. Ready? Let's do this. Signs detected. Initiating extinction protocol. And in accordance with primary directive. Come on. Oh. Come back to us, friend. We need you. Putting missiles over too. Yeah, it's fine. We're doing great. Doing awesome. Better than we should have.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer.
Ooh. Much respect for Deal and Cassidy. It is tough to be Black Mage. It really is. Because you got to stand still. Like, while everything is blasting away at you, it's like, okay, now stand perfectly still.
Farther still existed a star without strife.
At least at last, I choose death.
Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
Death delivered on golden wings. Beautiful creatures, the time has come for death. Hooray! Tell us, butterflies, we long for death. Okay, keep the healer alive, or not to go away, tank. A long forgotten essence. A curious traveler visited our star, a bird who proffered these questions. What meaning does life hold, and for what do you strive? I could find no satisfactory answers, only bittersweet memories of an age long past. There was a time when we were lesser, and in essence sought purpose, struggled to justify life's worth. That was, of course, before we achieved perfection. Now condemned to this paradise, we understand the fatuity of existence. Like the fledglings we once were, the poor bird could not accept the truth. It asked us again and again, hoping perhaps our answer might change. It does sound kind of rough. Only in death can we find peace.
What its people had gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
Well, we waited for this. Wall to wall. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I should probably keep people alive. Could potentially be a goal, you might say. Not letting my friends die. Rather than alive. Uh-oh. Come on. Keep riding your own life. You can do this. Alright, we got this. Say nothing easier. No problem. Alright, we reached the dead ends already. Man, I must have a great party with me. Nice masks. The Last Mercy, Rala. Oh, it smiled at me through its mask. That's not terrifying at all. Man, I wonder why she got depressed. I can't see why. What, weird? No reason. Are we dead? Uh-oh. Hurry back and get this note then. My bad, y'all. Sorry. There was a time when we yearned to explore the heavens, found purpose in the hope of unveiling life's mysteries. A dream shattered when we reached enlightenment and found it empty. There was a time when we believed in our legacy, thought ourselves marking a worthy path our successors might follow. Efforts rendered futile when we discovered the keys to paradise and immortality. As individuals, we struggled to know what was right, yet in today's perfect unity, there is not left to question. We are infinity constructed by the finite. But no more, Rala shall grant us the mercy of annihilation. Cool. Alright, let's do it.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts.
The Mercy Killer.
Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was beautiful.
Oh man, almost.
Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
You know what? That's the problem. I didn't have my fairy out. I'm a fairy warrior without a fairy. Disappointing, really. Oh, that's a really good time to shut down, computer. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just going to do this without my monitor. I don't need it. The final battle, I don't think we need it a little bit. Although, there has to be a trial at the end, right? There always is. I'm fine, right? Go team. Thanks so much. This portion of the end is done. Good deal. Maybe next time. Yeah, maybe next time. Rip in peace, minion. Thank you so much. So I assume we're going to be heading to a trial here at the very end.
That you still stand. Your determination defies all reason.
That's right. We are stubborn to a fault.
The souls within me writhe and recoil in your presence.
Why did my wife keep... Okay, sorry. Sorry. Brief distraction. We're good now.
What must I do? What pain must I visit upon you to make you surrender to despair?
Ain't happening, bud.
No one is unbreakable. What pains one may weather may bring another to tears.
True.
But therein lies our strength. For when we fall, our brothers and sisters are there to raise us up again and again without end.
I see. But no matter how much hope exists, ever will there be more despair.
But pretty birds.
Ever will the living cast the present and the past the future. So shall sin until life ceases to be.
Cyclone of despair. Come to fight the Black Group.
Seven hells.
Just one.
On your guard.
The rage. It rises. Rises.
No body, just winning. She just hit us with a planet. With 2 planets. That's not fair.
Stop! Calm yourself, please.
The Sephiroth Master Planet throwing. Yeah. I enjoyed the fight with Sephiroth where he did like several supernovas with the one sun and you're like, wait, what?
We die in pain. We die in suffering. Who are you to live? Who are you to hope?
End scene.
Hold on, my friends.
Little planet of him too, huh?
Watch out! Alphino!
We cannot comprehend. We cannot know. We cannot know!
Again, I'm assuming they're gonna be okay. Because, like, they've already died once. Today.
Don't, please! Don't do this to them! To yourself!
Just one good strike.
Oh, that's interesting.
Stop! Please stop!
We totally does count 6.
We will
got 3
not
left.
suffer alone. All will know our pain.
No, you don't!
Nicely done.
All are washed in ice, a frozen waste, forever silent.
Wait!
Hit the panic button. It's panic button time.
Don't!
You gifted them escape
I did.
and rendered yourself powerless. Bereft of the synergy you claim is your strength. Unless you need to call upon the dead once more.
Nah, I can take you all by myself.
Defiant to the last. But you will be one with us ere long. You will be battered and torn and made to crawl. You will weep and wail and curse your impotence.
Excuse me, that's very
Curse your
personal.
life as it fades. As we did, as we died. Such pain and sorrow we felt. Such anguish and rage. We tried. We tried. But it was no use.
Sometimes there are unwinnable battles.
Only when we surrendered did we find release. Only when we embraced death.
You can acknowledge it without embracing it.
So join us in despair and embrace yours. My ultimatum. What is happening?
Who could it be now? That good summary?
At the end of everything, I find you, my friend. I saw something in you once, as you did in me. When at last I understood what it was, I journeyed to Sharlayan to seek you out. Struck a bargain with the woman who shares your gift. In exchange for lending the Scions my aid, I was given the means to come hither.
Okay.
Gorging upon what remained of the Mana Crystal, I reclaimed the form of the dragon. And hungry still for our reunion, I row the light of the stars to you. I take it this is your prey. But why does it still live? Surely it is no match for you. I assumed you would be above something so banal as despair. Am I mistaken?
I hunger still for our reunion. I rode the light of the stars to you is still the most romantic thing someone has ever said to me. Oh, that's still funny. If it comes to it, it won't save you.
I care not. What I desire of you isn't succor. It is satisfaction.
Yeah.
So come! Let us dispense with this distraction, you and I!
You struggle in vain. You will not silence our song of oblivion.
The final day is now accessible. Make a quick trip to the bathroom and then we're going to get this battle started. We have one more person who wants to join us? Absolutely. Let me add the let's see. Promote. Yeah, give me a moment. I need to use the restroom anyway. Burb. Okay. Give me just a moment. Gotta add this one brooch to my outfit. All right. We're at 5. Okay. I'm in charge again. You guys are too nice to me. All right. Ready? Let's roll. That was quick. Let us rock and or roll. It's a full-on party in here. Final daytime. Good music. The End Singer. Hey there, Medion.
You will never reach it. Will never reach the deliverance you seek.
But really, what is past beating despair? What could possibly be? And we'll worry about that later. We'll beat despair first.
Our hunt ends this day. There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Even stars must die. Utterly futile. Your suffering is at an end. This is a kindness. All of us have known despair.
There's some screamy faces going on.
We have seen the end. The same end, again and again.
Event has been recorded.
A sorrow so deep only emptiness remains. Tis so lonely between the stars.
That wasn't good.
We have seen the end. The same end. Again and again.
Is that repeated?
If there is no happiness in life,
Okay, first stage over.
there is only one place it may be found.
Ecco qua.
Oblivion.
10 seconds until Oblivion is sealed.
Dynamis. No matter. You only delay the inevitable. This is fate. Your time has come. It always does.
Scheduled loss? Scheduled loss? I hear people leaving, so I'm assuming that's a scheduled loss.
What is this defiance?
She hit our raid.
No. The hatred, the pain, the loss. He cannot suffer it again.
We will stand against fate.
Brother, nothing.
No matter the cost!
We've been here before. Many a time.
Thus do we know.
To never give up.
The hope will shine
It's the power
again.
of friendship and anime. Oh, power of friendship, that's it.
What we saw. What I saw. This can only end in misery and desolation. No life, no star, nor the universe itself. None should
And
hope for better.
Keep yourself alive before you bring me back. Finally got that message sent. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Get this dub. It's right there. Get this dub.
If this was not the answer, then what is it? Where lies happiness?
Go team. Success. All right. Well done, all. Go team. Well done. All right. All right. On to postscript. Go team. Well done. Well, I've got to say, I was not expecting Xenos to show up as a dragon at the end to save us. That was not something I had predicted was going to happen. wild. Gonna have one last battle. Hey, Mateon. It wasn't your fault you were made wrong. He meant well.
No matter where we flew, there was only darkness and loneliness and pain. We couldn't find the answers Hermes yearned for. The answers he deserved. Greetings, you who are my final encounter. I wish to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Let's be friends. Poor little bird. Yeah, I mean, that's all she wanted. Was a friend. That's all she wanted.
Yes, I can see them. The memories of a long, long journey. So many people. The thoughts of them overflowing in your heart. What they live for. What gives their lives meaning. There was never a single answer. You gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. Then start again. On and on it goes, until death takes you into its gentle embrace. That which Hermes sent us to find was there all this time, on Atheris.
We created it together.
Like a field of flowers, perhaps. At first a single blossom. It spreads and takes on more colors. Thank you for guiding me here. To find these words at journey's end fills me with joy. And so, before I fall forever silent, there is one thing I must do. No expression of regret will undo what my sisters and I have done, or restore what we have stolen. But if you would allow it, I would sing one last song. A song of the newfound joy that swells in my heart. Of the beauty of light when it shines across a dark and starless sea. Of a dream that from the soil of worlds now lost to sorrow, life will spring forth once more. Nourished by gentle rains and caressed by uplifting winds. A song of hope.
There you go. Get the color back in your eyes.
One day, life will fill the universe again. And Hermes will see this and smile. How, I do not know. But I do know that where there is a will, there is a way. After all, miracles happen every day. Do they not? I will create a path back to your ship, where your dear friends await. Hold in your heart your desire to return to them, then follow my lead and walk forth. That hope will surely guide you true.
The more you know. I could play twice as high. Exactly. That wasn't a butterfly, though. That was...
You mean to return to the world where you are hailed as a hero?
I admit, it does sound like a nice prospect to me.
Hear me then. Not as a hero, but as simply you. As I learned in Alamigo, you are a formidable foe, stronger than any I have faced. Against you, I need bring my all to bear. I need burn through the candle of my life. This is the sole pleasure I know, and it is the sole pleasure I have to share. And so I come before you, to issue challenge, and offer singular bliss. If you wish to walk away, I will not stop you. You value life. You do not burn yours save for reasons you deem worthy. Reasons such as those which brought you here. The salvation of a world and its people. The motives of a hero true. But there is more to you than that. You know this to be true. As surely as you know the thrill of pushing your body and soul to their limits. Of confronting ever mightier foes, dancing ever closer to the precipice. Wondering if this will be the one to finally fill the void. Such pleasures you seek for their own sake, and no other reason. Is this not so, adventurer?
Think what you will, but I'm not letting you leave this place, not with the power of a god.
So you would still play the hero? No matter. In acceptance, you betray your deception. You know full well what we are and what we seek. To shine incandescent in death's shadow.
Alright. Reflex test, huh? Alright, let's leave the party. Gotcha. Sure, let's do this, I guess. So the brighter your power swells.
Hold nothing back! Push yourself to your limit and me to mine! Is this truly the best Heideland's chosen can master? Show me your vaunted fortitude. Soon you will know the full extent of my power.
I move. Come on.
Mine for the taking. Of your reflexes. A test of your reflexes. Of your reflexes. reflexes!
It's easy, it's just move when he says something.
Mine for the taking! Have you no rage left for me? No rancor?
Your life is spent, and yet you find the strength to stand.
A test of your reflexes! Of your reflexes.
Reflex is clearly not that good.
Mine for the taking. Of your reflexes.
Can't move.
A test of your reflexes.
Come on, that's good.
Mine for the taking. Soul, how it burns!
You took a limit break on me? Oh, you punk. The test of my reflexes. Yes, indeed. He did indeed test my reflexes quite often.
The inferno swelling within you.
Eh.
Come! Let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor!
I wasn't even your final form.
I have you!
This probably isn't even now.
Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent.
Oh, limited.
Yes, yes! Rise once more! It mustn't end yet! Mine for the taking! I have you! A test of your reflexes!
I feel like my reflexes have been tested quite thoroughly. Thank you very much. You don't need to test them again. No, they're still there.
Show me your vaunted
Not very
fortitude.
good, but they're there.
Did you not wish to take my head?
Really isn't a solo one-on-one build, buddy.
A test of your reflexes! I have you! Mine for the taking! Mine for the taking! I have you! A test of your reflexes!
Nope, they're still bad.
Show me your vaunted fortitude!
What am I supposed to do there exactly? Just die?
Have I overestimated your potential?
Maybe, I don't know.
Mine for the taking! I have
Looking Xenos, yep. Are you enjoying this, Xenos? It'd be good if at least one of us did.
mine for the taking! your reflexes.
Yep, they're still there.
Show me your vaunted fortitude.
There's literally nothing I can do in that situation.
Have you no rage left for me? No rancor? Mine for the taking!
Just running out the clock till you finally die. By all means, take your time. Are we done yet?
No, not yet. Not until the last of me is spent. Now fall.
Xenos. You're the worst.
This is my moment. Our moment.
Dude, get over yourself. Seriously. That's real gameplay right there. Just tap the button as fast as you can. You get done yet? Please tell me you're done. Frick this book and magic. You alright? It's my own damn tail. Throw the book at him. Little did you know, I actually had some iron knuckles. You know, I would have brass, but you know, couldn't afford them, so iron it is. Okay, can I go to the bathroom yet, or are we still having a cutscene? Do I have to fight you one more time? 2 more times? 3? However many it takes. Still got like 3 more deaths before you hit the Eastolist mark.
That I should lose again.
It's okay, man. You got like 5 more lives to go.
How disappointing.
Behead him, quick. If you're not going to give me a potty break in the next minute game, I'm going to take one, whether you're ready for it or not. You've gone a little too long.
Never have I understood
There we
those
go.
around me. Understood their obsessions.
Be right back. fine. We're all good. No, don't skip the cutscene.
Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities.
It can be, yeah.
But in these fleeting moments, there is a spark. Blinding, brilliant. Gone too soon. What of you, my mirror? Born into this world, bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure.
Seeking to help people, not quite the same as seeking to kill people, but you do you, bud.
Was this life a gift or a burden?
Life's definitely a gift.
Did you find fulfillment?
Had a good time. Bye, Xenos. You're never a good villain. Oh, it's the panic button. One missed message. I wonder if it's important. I'll let it go to voicemail. Oh. Because of magic, okay? Look, we made it all the way to the end of the universe in like 15 seconds, so no worries. Compared to that, this is nothing.
Can you hear? Safe. Must tend to.
And then they never saw Xenos again. We can only hope.
Please.
Someone, and
Please.
you can't leave us. Not like this. If you do, I'll never forgive you. So come on. Open your eyes and get up.
Oh, well, if I'm being threatened, then definitely that's the reason to stay alive. Appreciate the heal there, Alphino. End credits. I like it.
Are you...
Dead,
Are
yep.
you with us?
Nope, I died. Let me go back to sleep.
Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought...
It's all good, bud. Is everyone alright?
After what you've done, you're the last person to be asking that. You... How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
Oh, come on, we got the end credits going. It's happy music. We're all good.
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
Good.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is the pain?
Well, I think I dislocated my
That is
everything.
gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening!
Maybe for 30 seconds. Minutes, 30 minutes
There's
at the most.
nothing gladdening about this.
Let me go back to sleep.
When Meteion appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came. And when you finally deigned to appear, you're within an ilm of your life.
That's all good.
Damn you! Damn you for making us worry!
Oh, those were cries of celebration! Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're all alive and in reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once.
Let's.
I hope you're ready.
Ready for what? That's for Woden.
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see.
Almost home, huh?
Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside.
There's no way it's better than what we had yesterday.
We're home, my friend. We're home.
Thank you, Bruni. It was a good time. Now I just need to do all of the patch quests. Okay, how many days to do it? No worries. Easy peasy. 4? Yeah. Probably not gonna get there. In fact, I'm going to say definitely not going to get there. That's fine. But again, I had originally been scheduled to reach this point next week. So we are ahead of schedule. I may actually get to a game after Dawn Trail this summer before I have to go back to school.
It is! It's the Ragnarok! They're back!
Thank heavens.
Truly.
They've done it!
Welcome home.
Hooray for Harvest Dance.
Yes!
Good stuff.
Oh.
Well, play Endwalker. Put in 400 hours for the payoff. Trust me, it's awesome. I mean, it's pretty dang good. The payoff really does feel good. Really good. But, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. For me, it made you cry there. Thatcher was the best companion in A Realm Reborn, in my opinion. So, wife watched the Dawn Trail trailer with me in the room. I was kind of not watching. I kind of want to get through main story quest of Endwalker stuff before I watch Dawn Trail's trailer. But we're kind of right there. I would say about 2 weeks of material before then, but I made it through...
Welcome home!
I made it through... It did feel good. I made it through the stuff leading into Endwalker. Blaze to Shadowbreaker to Endwalker. Well, I mean, yes, but, I've put in a lot of work. I've been working on building up stuff off stream as well as on stream. Yeah, I kind of rushed through there. Spent months on Heaven's Word. I did. Well, again, I have a 50 to 60 hour a week job that I do, and so I can only spend like 5 hours a week on this on a normal basis. Whereas this last week I've spent about 60 hours in the game, and that's in game on stream. Where as soon as I'm done streaming, I will start working on leveling and beast tribe and dailies and all that. So yeah, it's been over 80 hours a week for the last few weeks, just hammering away at this game, trying to get to what I needed to get. And wife has been very insistent that, hey, I need you to. It's like, okay, honey, because she's like, when my wife gets home pretty late. She's going to put on my stream and just watch. And I'm going to give her the warning, hey, this is Sadland. So just be warned, because she doesn't like sad stories. She likes happy stories. She's going to love the beginning of today's stream, where it's just like, oh, here are all the Beast Tribe groups that you helped and how happy they are and all this. She's going to love that. Yeah, the sad, she's not going to enjoy so much. So, okay. Were there any Beast Tribe quests? Because I didn't notice any Beast Tribe quests at all in Endwalker. possible I just missed them. But yeah, I didn't see any beast tribes at all, which that was part of my stuff. There is? Okay. So I missed it somehow. So I'll have to kind of just wander aimlessly through everywhere to try to find it. Because, yeah, I was on the lookout for that. You'll find them? All right, cool. Because, yeah, I was looking for them. I didn't see them. I have also been trying to keep up with job quests and all of that. That's probably the next thing I'm going to do is do the job quests for the 2 jobs I leveled up this stream, which is the healing and the magical range DPS. And then again, once I'm off stream here in about an hour and a half, I'll be going back in and trying to level some more, trying to get other stuff. So I'll probably be able to get Monk leveled up 1 or 2 levels. And that'll probably be one of the next thing to do. Also be leveling the crafting. My crafting is way behind. But again, as you said, I've been blitzing through this. I've been just, and I mean, I've been trying to enjoy and savor everything, trying to get a little bit of everything. But yeah, everyone's pushing like, hey, get on the main story quest. Get on the main story quest. Like wife is like, get on the main story quest. I don't care about these people are turning into monsters. Who cares? I want to see what happens next to the story. Like, all right, hon. All right. It's good times. So yeah, as far as like which is my favorite expansion, it's Endwalker. Endwalker's my favorite expansion. I loved Heaven's Word, and Endwalker has topped it. And again, like I was saying, it was that callback scene where it's just like, okay, here's all these missions you've done, and here's reward after reward after reward after reward for all these missions you've done. And I was like, yeah, that's nice, that's good. But I mean, it happened multiple times in this game. Endwalk there got me. Yeah, Endwalk's pretty good. We had all the various voices. Yeah, that was good. Harshafant punched me in the gut emotionally. Yeah, and see, Harshafant was much more emotionally impacting after the event. During the event, I was just like, oh, Harshafant's dead. That's sad. Anyway, as opposed to Moonbrita, which Moonbrita I barely knew, and Moonbrita upset me a lot. Like, I was like complaining the rest of the stream about like, well, I just let Moonbrita die for nothing. That was annoying as all get out. And yeah, the comparison there, like at the moment of, I'm like, oh, Harshafant died. That's sad. Moving on. And the character's like, I loved Harshafant like a brother. It's like, I did? I don't remember that at all. But yeah, Moonbrita, I was just like, I can't, the whole time. In the end, Walk when the Spirit says something. Right. Yeah, I knew what you meant on that. It's the feeling, but yeah, it's just like, Moonbrita, speaking of which, all the quotes are so choked up. Yeah, we got Midgard somewhere. It was cool going through Omega and getting to the end of that story before we get the callback at the end of Endwalker. That was nice. There was a friend I was talking about who played a decade at that point. Right. And she said she was bawling the whole time. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I put in a year, and I never spend that much time in a game ever. But of course, this is an MMORPG that has legacy content that's, as you say, 10 years worth of legacy content. And, rushing through, got through it in a year. And it was hitting me pretty good. And so, yeah, I could only just imagine if I'd spent a decade playing these games, the impact that would have had. Yeah. Ugh. And yeah, while they're promising, more content, new stuff coming, and the Dawn Trail and all that, it's hard to imagine them going anywhere close to this with that content. Like, even if they explore the 12 and their origins and all that, and why everybody worships them and all that. I mean, cool, but I don't think you're going to get anywhere close to this. This was good stuff. Especially with like Heidelin and Zodiac and dealing with that. Yeah. This is good stuff. But yeah, Endwalker is my favorite so far. It's so good. Heavensward would be second. Heavensward was really, really good. Understandably, right? It's designed to be a wrap-up story. Now, of course, they have more coming, but it's designed to put a bow on everything you've done so far. Shadowbringers would be third or fourth. I like The Realm Reborn a lot. Shadowbringers stands on its own, like for a reason. Stands on its own, yeah. That reason, on its own a bit more. Yeah, I would probably say Endwalker is my top, Heavensward would be second, Realm Reborn would be third, and the Shadowbringers would be fourth, and then of course everyone's favorite, Stormblood at number 5. That would be how I would rank them. Yeah, the Beast Tribe quests were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed them. So I'm glad that there are some in Endwalker that I missed all of them, however many there were. Yeah, I freaking love the Beast Tribe stuff. I assume we're going to get something like the Reconstruction of Doma. The Reconstruction of Doma I did almost entirely off stream. I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed the money I got from clearing out my inventory more. But that was really nice. I was really looking forward to the Bojan Resistance, and just it wasn't doing it for me at all. I really tried the other day, and I was just like, ah. So I was like, okay. Let's see. Reconstruction. There's a ton in Endwalker. I'm still working on the Shadowbringer tribal quests. Yep. I'm behind on a lot of the side stuff. Good deal. That's good. Raid series for Endwalker is really good. Awesome. Look forward to that. Gonna unlock that soon. Oh yeah. I know there's a whole bunch of really cool dungeons, raids that are about to open up. And they're not called raids, they're not called dungeons, what are they called? Duties. Really, a lot of really cool duties are about to open up, because that's always what happens when you finish the story. And so I look forward to that. That'll be cool. Yeah, I do have a lot of jobs I need to level up. Because I made the decision in Shadowbringers, like, okay, what jobs make sense for Pieter's character? And just took them all the jobs that made sense for Pieter's character, and began leveling them at that point. Which, Arcanist didn't make sense at the outset, but Scholar does make sense for Pieter, and so it's like, we'll make it work, But his attitude, I want to help people, that healer aesthetic. Shiva has, wife and I were talking about this, Shiva has one of the best audio designs of any fight, because the diamond dust snap and then silence. So cool. Like snap with the echo and the silence. It's such great audio design. Knights of the Round. All right, I mean it's Final Fantasy-ish. I love the music from Heavensward so much. Just organ music. It's so Final Fantasy, and it's like that Final Fantasy aesthetic that I really loved. I was all over Heavensward. That's good crap. I thought the Warriors of Darkness were dumb at the outset. They still not my favorite thing. I mean, it's cool story in Shadowbringers, but yeah, it's just kind of The way they tried to set up light and dark, though, was kind of weird. Kind of meh, yeah. Like Ardbert. Ardbert's alright. I'm down with Ardbert. He's okay. Minfilia, I know, gets a lot of hate. I kind of feel, she's okay. We don't really miss her now that she's gone. You can kind of look back and see where they didn't know what they were quite doing. Yeah. Yeah. Isael, I loved Isael. Isael was a great character. I had to come around to Estinian. I started out as Estinian saying, this guy. And then eventually came around to him. I thought it was a very well-written dynamic between Isael and Estinian from the outset. But yeah, I did not care for Estinian at the outset at all. Papalimo, I thought his death was kind of dumb too. Not an Isael fan? That's fine. That's fair. I liked that she was true to her ideals, even though they were flawed. And even when you pointed out that they were flawed to her, she's like, yeah, but... which is how people are. That was a well-written character. I liked that character. It started out with Estinian, I'm like, eh. And then Stormblood. What can be said about Stormblood? That's what I wanted right there. No, we're not skipping. We're not pausing either. No, I still don't want to skip. No. No, I still don't want to skip. There we go. It's like, how do I hide that again? I found it. There we go. Hit it on itself. There you go. That character was well written. You know, you don't like her, but you understand her. It's a well written character. You love to hate her at the outset. Of course, these guys. The little son is a very funny character. You have these guys. Stormblood is just kind of unfortunate all the way around. It was good to see Makot tribes in the wild. That was nice. And this guy whose name eludes me at the moment. These guys are all right. Honestly, the best part of Stormblood was the Final Fantasy Tactics mission. Hien, there you go. Yeah, Lord Hien. Yeah. You have Lise in her only outfit. My wife keeps commenting over there. Hasn't she changed clothes yet? There's this loser. Yeah, look, you start Endwalker, and I'm like, okay, here we go. I don't like this guy, and I don't like this guy. Like, as characters or as villains. And it's just like, all right. Yeah, her story was interesting, though. Well written. It's like, I understand her. Don't necessarily like her, but I understand her. But I guess Daniel from Post Shadowbringers to Endwalker is totally different. Yeah. Have this guy. He's a fun character. They were just like, make him crazy and insane. And then Endwalker said, oh, they have what he wanted to be. Oh. Sorrow of Welts, is that the one with the ruby weapon and the emerald weapon and all of that stuff? Because I did do that one. Yeah, I did that. It's all right. She was a great character. Delivering the lines, the last time she would, and the Crystal Exarch spoke, I actually had trouble making it through that. It was tough. The fairies are the fairies. Not an inaccurate depiction of Fae, so did not do a bad job with that particular depiction of Fae folk. And a lot of people were annoyed with the voices, but yeah, that's Fae folk are gonna Fae folk. You know, don't really understand the fears and desires of mortal men. Just don't get it. You have Rin. You have some history of kind of where the Asians, like what their motivations were, which is very well described. I came around to Shadowbringers. I started out going, Shadowbringers, I don't like the story, I don't like the idea, I don't like the whole premise. And I came around to be like, you know what, there's some really cool plot twists in there. You know what, I really like the whole character coming back in time to save the one person in time that could have saved everybody. I liked all of that. It took us a while to get there, though. Thancred, I've never been a Thancred fan. Thancred's alright. He's okay. You have the fat man who had a much hotter, skinny man inside. It's like, okay, well, sure. And Emmett Selk in his sulk dome. You kind of understand why he is so self-absorbed the way that he is. Of course, this guy's a cool character. I know people who really don't like Grahatia. I like Grahatia. I understand where Grahatia is coming from. It's like, oh yes, I would like to be one of those stories. That sounds lovely. This couple. People love Grahatia. Well, there you go. Very good. This couple's very humorous. Fighting against heroism itself. Good stuff. Which I believe that's like from the artwork of like the first Final Fantasy, isn't it? That particular model. I love these things. These things are great. I love those. They're fun. I've forgotten what they're called again. My brain is not working the way it used to. I'm getting old, dang it. But yeah, those things are fun. These guys, of course, they're fun everywhere you go to meet them. Detempering, which was nice. Finally getting to untemper folk. It was nice. Yeah, the dragon-like creatures. The Amaro. That's it. Yep, Amaro. Yep, they're fun. I like the Amaro a lot. Yeah, I blazed through Endwalker. That's what happens whenever I stream on my off days with streaming on my on days. Which is also why I'm so far behind on crafting stuff. The crafting leveling. I've been trying to take advantage of the dailies with that. This guy. The less said about him, the better. Convoy was fun. That fight is insane. That fight is insane. The Zodiac fight. It's freaking impossible is what that is. Loporrits are fun. They're cute. Very cute. Got this mess. The voice I chose for those characters was a lot of fun. Kind of a dumb, kind of yes, me lord kind of voice. It was fun. Made it especially funny when someone was scared of them. Yeah, that story was Interesting story. And then, as you say, Emmett Selk, the character that will not go away. It's like, I thought we were done with you. Why are you back? They were adorable. They were adorable all the way. You totally could see why Hermes was like, nope, nope, nope. We're going to let her do her thing. It's like, even though it's the wrong call, you can see why he made it. Yeah, Vana. Of course, you're predisposed to like Vana because she's, you know, the main person who sent you on your quest. You got Xenosing. And you're just like, good for you, Xenos. And Brita's parents, that was emotional. And Heidler. Has your name been good? Was it worthwhile? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so glad I picked up this game. I'm so glad that I played it. This was a lot of fun. This was a good time. As someone who doesn't like MMORPGs and still really doesn't like MMORPGs, this was an experience that I will treasure. I thoroughly loved this story. This was such a good, well produced, well put together game. I just really loved it. So yeah, this is my exception that proves the rule that I do not like MMORPGs. I don't like MMORPGs except Final Fantasy XIV, but it doesn't really count. Okay, and now we are into my rule that I'm going to make sure that everyone that worked on a game gets their name on the screen during my stream because, we've been, ignoring it. We've been commenting on the pictures. All these people whose names are listed put in hours and hours, insane hours, to put this game together. Every time you have a video game, especially a big video game that you really like, there are people that spend 80 hours a week putting it together and just kill themselves over this game. And they absolutely deserve to have their names up. And so I never skip the end credits because they each deserve the recognition. As someone who has friends in the gaming industry, who've been in the gaming industry for 25 years, one of them, I feel it's very, very important that they get their day, with or without music. So at some point they will cut the sound for this, like when I post this on YouTube. I think this one's going in February sometime, middle of February. But always worth putting the names up on there because these are people that worked very, very hard on this game in a way that is hard for people that aren't doing it to fathom. Just an insane amount of work they put into this game. And all Final Fantasy XIV players, thank you. Credits release 2021, 3 years ago. To get the last 3 years of content to go, and we're caught up. All right, I'm gonna go double barrel. And the Warrior of Light, Peter Krolinsk. Produced by Squeenix. Yep. As someone who doesn't like MMORPGs and doesn't play MMORPGs, I recommend this to literally everyone.
Dearest mother.
It's so good.
Dearest father. This letter will be the very last that I write to you from the Rising Stones.
It's a really good video someone made. I look forward to reading it or watching it. Post it in the Discord. Appreciate it. Yeah, I look forward to seeing it.
As I commit these words to parchment, I fondly recall my journey as a scion.
Appreciate it.
From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days. At the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives. Fought against despair itself. A veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves. Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees, crushed by the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness. By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. And thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth. And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark. Thus believing, I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
I mean, you've forestalled the end of days, right?
There you are, Alphino.
Hey there, Tataru. No, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me select. All right, whatever. Pieter, hast thou spoken with our comrades? Though this parting may be not forevermore, 'twas nevertheless an occasion for sorrow, akin to a pixie's path, The navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor indeed. For their part, however, the Loporrits embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Ethers. Thus do our lunar visitors convene at the forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere they may come to pass, there is much and more each party must learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a cadre of Loporrits hath gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. Hyland, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love of all things born of this star, and thus Venar's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish more keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance, and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. Acquaintance? Well, I'd call it a friendship. I did not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend. For it is certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. Yeah. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Not incompatible, that'd be sad. Oft times hath mine reticence caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet here amongst you I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus instead do I proffer my humble support. Be it unto thy deepest abyss of the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder across stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. Say farewell to my comrades. Hopefully I didn't miss much. That post-credit scene. Pieter, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. It wouldn't do to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in case you haven't heard, we've received new reports detailing the devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the land surrounding the Bounty, where the ship first began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north, in Goldemold and the frozen lands beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area in the northern empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Chalayan too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The scions are no longer needed. Which isn't to say we won't help out where we can, of course, as individuals. No more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alfino. They're among the worst affected, and still need all the help they can get. Sure. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it any easier, though. That I'll cure my weakness. My inability to fix every problem and save every soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And I should find you, and should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of the many moments of triumph and the accompanying determined expressions. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect. Like when you activated the teleporter without warning. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm out there somewhere, trying my very best. I look forward to hearing about the legendary Alice Lavalier. Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said... The next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved. So don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. Oh, got an hour left. Oh, Pieter, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as Father's been, attending the aftermath of the XIV, he's been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I'm able. Little left to set their minds at ease, while we continue to be away from Charlian. Both Alice and I are off to assist with Gollibal's recovery, you see. The uncertainty remains over what will become of that nation. We cannot well leave the capital in its present state. We'll rejoin those members of the Ilsabard contingent still stationed there. Luca and Maxima helm the relief effort, with support from the Allies, the people of Garlemald amongst them. They will gradually be joined by those who finish treating the tempered amongst the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Lucina and her brother and her sister. That's a burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because of the truth of Lord Quintus's words. The truth, whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts that we might better help them to begin anew. Well, that's right, me too. Write you letters? Of course, I'd be glad to do so, but I would be gladder still for you to come and visit. And I believe I speak for Alice as well. For fairly as long as I've been in the Elsia, you've been by my side, watching over me in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. The world is changing, and will continue to do so. Yet no matter what the future brings, I hope I can ever look toward you, in good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. You got it. Thank you, Pieter, from the bottom of my heart. Hey there, Crow.
Oh, Pieter, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches and pains?
Oh yeah, I feel.
I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you an Ultima Thule. When he came to me in Charlayan, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that if he were not to be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause. So I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel.
I won't lie, I thought that was it for me.
So did everyone. I'm so sorry, Pieter. Time and again I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the Forum without my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I will, and I must, do better. And I should begin with the restoration of the students of Baldestian. Through our work, Charlayan will strengthen its ties with other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone. But thankfully, I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Oija and other remaining members. Together, we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, but when we need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such times, might you be willing to aid us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel the lure of the task itself. Oh, sure, I can help you whenever you need it. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become more dependable comrade.
Ah, champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. That sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours and the rest of you, for that matter. On the mend, I trust? Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics or no, I'm impressed at how swiftly you recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Meteon defeated, her Song of Oblivion cut short, the source and all of her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost. But you held fast. Now Rien has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I could ask for no greater gift than that. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Oriange as aimless wandering. We have a purpose in our roaming, after all. Keeping an eye on things in the absence of the scions on the world stage. There'll never be an end to little problems that go unattended by nations. We'll do our best to help out where and when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not too far removed from the aimless wandering when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I'm faring well and leave it at that. No need to mention this or feeling uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones that comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return when our work was done? On the day the scions came together, I only hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged, and never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Peter. I have a question for you. And imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? Oh, best decision I ever made. Aye, I can honestly say the same. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running, and you'll likely get a certain funny-talking fortune teller into the bargain. Hey there, Estinian. Did I get to that part or did it skip? Probably got skipped. The Scions are being disbanded. Oh, they mentioned it. They mentioned it and then skipped the rest. Okay. Having a staring contest with Estinian. If you have something to say, then be out with it. Well, I'm just wondering how I'll earn my keep now. What? Oh, I thought you adventurers had any number of ways to earn coin. Now the Scion's mode of operation has changed. We should be compensated as before. In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Amaric hear about our disbandment that he offered me a position as a guardsman of the Imperium District. As a former Azrael Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Oh, what does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. You have? Some days ago, a Hanish envoy arrived with word from Bitra. The worm requests my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I need it, but it pertains to dragons, like as not. In Thavnir, like elsewhere, the phenomenon calls where the final days abated when you defeated Meteon. Though it was too late for those who'd already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Charlayan, most have already returned home, but many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vitra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Sharlain, if they wish, to work and to study. Vitra has always been a satrap, in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people, and the Envoy's tone is an indication. I would find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago, I would have assumed his benevolence had ulterior motives. But his clearly cares for his people, that they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vitra's kin sought release from conflict. So weary were they of the suffering it wrought, that they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard Soma didn't give up. In hope he made the journey to distant Aetherius with his clutch of eggs. And though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is their legacy and their triumph. In my lance, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve. And it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. Go take care. Oh, we're saying our farewells, too. I hadn't at present planned on a journey of any great length. And not that I'm averse to a meeting or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. There's something that has been on my thoughts since the last flames of the final days subsided. What's that? During our travels, we've witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than can easily be recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst those memories are certain essential facts, the history of Aetherius and the ancients, the glimpses of the ear, the culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records of wider consumption. When needed, I've penned reports and prepared briefings, but never have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or a tablet. The truth is, given shape to interpretation, when we seek to capture it with our words, it is invariably molded to fit some narrative or other, no matter how well intended the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity, yet the word on the page that endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most deviations, are the result of rather simplistic linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin, which is why I fear that writing an account of my own wards would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be painful if indeed. What say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Aye, let them be read and remembered. Even if it is corrupted. Very well, then. I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the ear and the ancients and of so many other wonders. But I am no scribe. It will be a less than polished work, more of a reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel in the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown, or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different from most. All right, Graha. Oh, Peter, might you have a moment to talk? Sure. What do you need? With the Scion stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Cryon, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Baldestian. Not only am I indebted to Master Galuf for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would never have set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would never have met you, never become caretaker of the tower, or never become a Scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their ways to our doorsteps, mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise, to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Yeah, let's do it. Whenever you have time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omicrons, when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? While it is true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams, in the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. It needn't be some great endeavor. There needn't be a promise. But whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you'll do so the same for me. Well, as long as you don't overexert yourself. I know. I can all but hear Lena and Big Luke's voices each time you remind me. As much as we've already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows? Perhaps we may even encounter survivors of the Omicrons somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting command that would never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find a new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold faster dreams, why not Omicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word. And should a commission of interest come my way, you'll be the first to know. Yeah, that's Tatteru.
Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. With your permission, then. Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next we meet, be well.
All right.
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then, though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least.
Indeed.
Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
They learned endings from Peter Jackson's School of Ending a Story, right? And this is the end. Wait, we got an hour and a half left of this movie. What?
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania. There is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Charlia before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Fair
Might we
question.
accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Fair enough.
Estinian, you will return to Radzat Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge his plans.
Oh, I'm just going to wander around aimlessly.
Quite right.
I'm going to click on whatever shows up.
Indeed.
Fair point.
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
I'm going to click everything. Follow that bird. Hopefully I'm going to find Meteon, and then we'll be best friends forever. Finn. And that's the end of Final Fantasy XIV. Just kidding. It's stand tall, my friends. Our journey will never end. There we go. Warrior of Light would be like 3 months of vacation at Costa del Sol. Do not try and contact me before that. Anyone who contacts me before the 3 months is up is going to get a knuckle sandwich
The
or two.
constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal.
Is this going to be our main guy? Our unsundered soul?
And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night. The beast hungers.
That sounds like a good time.
Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as he foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium.
Okay. Madness.
Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
Morassian shenanigans, right? You've completed the main scenario quest, Endwalker. Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Old Charlayan. Additionally, you may now enter the dead ends with a party of NPC avatars. Not that you ever will. Rest well. The mini adventure follow you. Alright, I am now an Endwalker. In order to undertake this session, was clear floor 50 of the Palace of the Dead. In other words, I'm never doing that ever. Hey, Totoro, I thought you locked this place up.
Peter, how lovely it is to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup?
Sure, why not?
Take a seat then. I'll find something to nibble on as well.
You have any carrots of happiness? Macaroons. This chai is lovely.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around.
You locked everyone out, remember?
Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand.
Oh yeah,
I
likely
have
story.
my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it.
I believe in you, Tataru.
What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Not especially.
After what you went through, I'm not surprised you need a moment to think. But if you're open to suggestions, I might have one for you.
What's that?
You fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats.
It was a day's work.
For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while?
I go by the white
Acquit
usually.
yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder.
I'm a fan of searching for wonder. It's a great idea, but where to start?
Oh, with so many exciting places to choose from, it's hard to narrow it down.
Indeed.
But I believe I have the perfect destination in mind.
What's that?
Thavner. That's where you should go next.
Why?
I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Ritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
I'll go there eventually. I'm gonna look literally everywhere else first, I think.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Oh, that's
As
right.
the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
That's right, I hadn't been there. I thought I had, but no, I guess not.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world.
First, I'm gonna go hunting for
In
beast
anticipation
quests.
of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
That's fine.
Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
You're the best, Tataru.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care.
So if you're like doing it right there, you may take a minute. Do you want me to like go? It's exciting to see you at the end. Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
Go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
You barely started.
I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Tutter is awesome. Tutter is great. Like I said, she was probably my favorite character in Realm Reborn.
I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures.
Awesome.
I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
They really are. She is a cute bean. You're absolutely right. So what are you working on there? Like an eye patch? It seems kind of small to me.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
I wear my clothes everywhere, so yes, definitely waterproof it. Just dozing off in the chair. Yep. Yep. This must be pandemonium. Oh, the madness has taken me.
And thus I am returned.
Oh, the thing holding him back was Medion, huh? Seems legit. Newfound adventure. I haven't touched the macaroon. What is wrong with me?
Ah, you're awake.
Well, you did take like a couple days to get that done.
My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing.
At least she'll let you sleep. Yeah. Unlike Alice, who's just like, wake up!
You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
I dreamed about a demon, so probably not a pleasant dream.
Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall.
Oh,
if you'll
thank you,
accompany
Pepper.
me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Oh. So once it tries to send me somewhere other than this particular area, sends me other than Mordona, I'm going to begin my world tour of looking for Beast Tribe quests, because I apparently missed all of them in Endwalker. So I'm going to go beast hunt questing. Beast quest hunting. There we go. You can also now access your island. I've heard about an island. I haven't done anything with the island. Yes, I've heard of the island. Argos. Pupper power. Land of Hyros. Footfalls orchestration roll. Und other thingies. To unlock it at Old Shoreline, I think, but yeah, it's an island unlock quest. Very nice. I will wander about. I think the saint, you would not believe how long I've been standing here waiting for a man of your ilk to happen by. Might I ask you a favor? I'm one of the cadre of researchers, scholars, and naturalists who go by the collective name the Sons of St. Coinage. I'm returning from a foray in the lowlands of Corthus to collect supplies, but find the road back to our site of study overrun with terrible creatures who are not there on my way north. If you'd be so kind as to lend me your talents in clearing the path and keeping my head securely attached to my shoulders, I shall see to it that you're suitably rewarded. Oh, no. Oh, to help you have to find it when you're ready. It's a blue quest. Awesome, thank you. Oh yes, I click on all the blue quests. Honestly, I click on almost all of the quests. So, there will be a lot of clicking that's going to be happening. Is all you'll get from me. I hope it satisfies you. Confirm. That's what you asked for, yes? Well, take it. Got all, if not most, done with my side quest. Nice. I'll help you perform your menial task. Is that all, then? Hey there, Totoro. Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. 10 days later. A little more room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. The final adjustment in the helm. All done. Let's see what it looks in the mannequin. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready for a bold new adventure? I mean, I guess. Is that a dress? I'm so glad you approve. So, what do I owe you? I think I got some coins in this pouch. Oh, don't be silly. Your approval's payment enough. If you really want to thank me, though, I'll ask that you wear this in your travels. Oh, maybe? Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. And they'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, wherever did he purchase that stylish yet practical garment? And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at the Taro's boutique. Yeah, sure, why not? I can hear it now. The merry clink clink of gill overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Sweet. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all of your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Or maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant. Or one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind just in case. Sure. Collection expanded. The Unending Codex. Unending Codex is now available under Collection in the Duty menu of the main menu. New entries of prominent terms and characters will be added to the Codex as you progress through the main scenario quests. Alright, sure. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer for the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, I only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavner, I suggest you explore your options at Mirren's Main, the finest drinking establishment in Razat-Han. Charm the employees, and not only will they point you in the direction of the local tale-tellers, but also share with you tricks for loosening their tongues. Now I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Pieter, and may fair fortune find you. So please don't take offense. I'm going to be going literally everywhere but there first. All right. We're just going to go down the list. We're literally going to go right down the list and see what I've missed. Because I missed something. I missed a lot of somethings. So we're going to go quest hunting. Definitely not fish on the guild. Crushing Tide. So that's going to be monk level 86, right? Right, which I don't have at the moment. All right. Something up here at Marauders Guild that looks like a scholar quest. Hey, Rokozolka. If it isn't Peter in the flesh, it's been quite some time, hasn't it? Rashad keeps me appraised of any tales of your heroism that reach your ears, and I must say they've never failed to inspire me or to reach for greater martial and tactical heights. And thus I've been seizing upon every opportunity to hone my skills, be it through employment or study. In fact, I have an appointment with Cerrito Corrido shortly to review mariner stratagems for securing thoroughfares and byways. Would you care to join me? Sure, why not? Excellent. It'll be a pleasure to train alongside you again. I shall meet you at Camp Bronze Lake. Cerrito Corrido awaits us there. Alright, we'll deal with that later. So, Middle of Ocean next. Nothing here, so we'll head to Lower Lenosha. Okay. It's the Lenosha we go. Coast of the Soul. Nothing of import here. Time for Western Lenosha. Let's go to Arrowport. All right, here we go. To Upper Lenosha. I haven't done the melee DPS mission yet. That's so funny. It's like, hey noob, you need to do this mission. It's like, yeah, I'll get around to that eventually, just not on stream. Look at Outer Lenosha. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Out of Lenosha. Up for Lenosha, and we'll go ahead and get this scholar's job knocked out. Try to mount my bird that I'm already on. I think this will be all of my jobs except for Summoner at this point. My, what a pleasant surprise. I was unaware that you would be joining us today. Yeah, hey there. Heavens, is that Pieter I spy? Hey there, Satoto. Greetings. Satoto, a real pleasure to meet you. Have you come for the exercises as well? Of course. It may have been well over a millennium ago that I began my studies, but I am still a student with much to learn, though I am somewhat hampered by the small matter which is my inability to summon a fairy whilst trapped in this grotesque form. You're hardly grotesque, my lady, and I'm confident that there is some way you might again call forth a fairy. You need only find a way to tap the royal marine spirit within you, come hells or high water. Let us hope you are right. Doubt not that he is. But first, given how rare this opportunity is, might I suggest that we begin by asking Pieter to regale us with tales of his recent endeavors. There's much we might learn from them. Recent, huh? How about stuff from Shadowbringers? Lamit's journey. Let me tell you all about Lamit. You know, I've gone all the way through Endwalker, so I forgot who Lamit even was at this point. Lamit, and then Jat. I'm so proud of them. Lamit's drive to save her sister, no matter what it cost her, it reminds me of my father. I can scarce believe you traveled to another world entirely. Were it anyone else, I would doubt the veracity of their words, but I can only envy you. You must have gained much insight into the nature of your own star. Indeed. The concept of Stoneblight fascinates me. Highly contagious, transforms the body. I cannot but draw parallels between it and the Nemean plague. Oh, what were you able to discern about the magic utilized in curing it? Oh, you know, this, that, the other. I've completely forgotten the story. Perhaps the application of a high concentration of aether, but how? Might crystals serve to amplify? Assuming so. It may work. The similarities of Stoneblight to our own affliction. This may well be the key to a cure for the Nemean plague. You mean to say that my body and my ability to cast healing magic could be restored? Precisely. It will be a complex process involving trial and error, of course, but I assume you're interested nonetheless. Come on, computer. Cooperate. There we go. Very good. Your assistance will hasten the process considerably. Satoto, I would have your aid in preparing the experimental compound. We will require instruments that allow for a high degree of precision. Alkazoka, you must consult an expert goldsmith to procure suitable supplies. You can count on me. I believe we may make use of a revival route as well, though I know of no better source of it than the aged triads of Snake Moat. It will be something of a walk, I realize, but can I trust this task to you? Sure. A challenge benefiting the Royal Marines, and to it we shall rise. That's the voice. All right. Okay, we'll hide the Black Shroud, but first, let's switch back to Monk. And head to New Gordania. And look around there. See what kind of good we can do. Nothing of interest here. Oh, I see it. It's summoning time. What about you? You have anything interesting? You've accomplished enough feats to keep the bard singing for a lifetime, lad. Such an achievement shouldn't go unrecognized, and in that end I'd like you to have this. Consider it a token of my highest esteem. I've got achievement certificates. 52 of them. I do believe I've picked up everything. Literally everything. Only thing I haven't picked up is Inquire Within. We're going to grab that. Why? Because. That's why. I think I actually already have one of those as well. Peter, I was just about to contact the science desk after my sift, sir, and here you are to provide a report in person. Oh, what news? Oh, she's alive and well. To the first. Oh, one of the 13 reflections, you mean? Oh, I thought my field of expertise was a complicated one, and I struggled to comprehend the enormity of your tale. Still, Istola seems to be faring well enough, and for that I am grateful. Oh, yes, before I forget, I actually had a message to pass on to you. Do you recall Summoner Jazam Samu? Formerly of the Company of Heroes and current member of the Immortal Flame Summoner Squad. He commands both an Ifrit and Titan Eggy, and is likely one of the most seasoned. Well, I'm sure you remember. He's in Gridania as on leave as I happens, and asked me to direct you to the Caroline Canopy should you stop by for one of your unprecedented visits. I believe we wish to consult you on some private matter. It would be kind of you to lend him an ear if you've a moment or two to spare. Sure. Quest accepted. All right. What's next? All right, to the Carvel Canopy. Ah, there he is. That he has, you're thinking about ye. And here ye are. Ymitra had a word on my behalf, I take it. Well, let's not stand on ceremony. I'll not mince words with ye. I need some advice concerning summoners in mortal combat. They tell me you've a special nature that prevents primals from enthralling your mind. So what I know is this. Whether you're thinking on being set out of the front lines every time a beast tribe scrapes another pile of crystals. I'm always happy to help. So you just see it as your rightful place? Folk need your help, and you've been blessed with the means to help them? Well, that's one way of looking at it. Me, I'm in it for the coin. It has ever been that I sold me spells to the company of heroes. Most of the soldiers they march with ain't much different. We're happy to put our lives on the line as long as there's a purse waiting for us at the end of the day. The pair were joined in the last skirmish, though. Well, there's a whole other story. You've heard of Ivan Ferdola, have you? I have. Arnvald and Ferdola. I know them. The lad's one of the Scions, same as you, no mystery there. As for the lass, she's a bit more complicated. Former officer of the Imperial Army, captured the resistance and steps away from the noose. Fighting for El Amigo as a conscript now, which is the only reason she's still breathing. Barely more than sprouts than both of them. And they was deployed in the flames to assist with drowning Ifrit. And from what I hear, they share your resistance to primal influence. And that's why there's the whole reason they had the dubious honor of standing in the thick of the flames. Meanwhile, me and me fellow summoners are cowering in the shadows, sending out our Eggy to support these youngsters who have seen less than 40 summers between them. Can't say I cared much for the experience. It bothered me to think that they was being made to fight a battle that wasn't theirs, just because of who they were. You think you could talk to them for me? Ask them how they feel about the whole thing. You're about the only person I can turn to. Oh, sure, I can do that. Methinks. You'll find Ironvald in Razor's Reach, and you know where to find Ferdola. I'll tell them where to meet you at the Aetherite. All right. Let's go looking for trouble, shall we? No problems here. A shroud, huh? Problems here either. There is a healer, mender nearby. I definitely need mending. All right. South Shroud it is. Snake Malt. Part of True Beauty. Alright. Scholar time. Get this done. This will probably be the last of our time. Maybe one more for this one. And then leveling. Leveling, leveling, and leveling. Get him, bird. That bird and tree ant. Okay, got all we needed. So next, North Shroud. Continue monking. Relic Reborn. Yeah, that's definitely not something I need to be doing right now. Thank you, though. Trova. If I ever feel like being a tank, I do have that that tank option available. Okay, Western Thanalan. I have Gunblade available if I ever feel like being a tank. Okay, nothing there. From west, central next. Yeah, I just try to teleport there. No trouble here. Eastern Thanalan next. Nothing to be done here. Southern Thanalan. Zombies are people too. Let's fast travel to Forgotten Springs and do Zombies are people too, because that's what I'm missing. Looks like that's a Realm Reborn mission that I missed. So when stream ends, I will continue this hunt for goodies. So Zombies Are People 2 will be our last mission for today's stream, and we'll pick it up tomorrow morning at 7:30, bright and early. Zap the Zombie just wants some love. Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose you don't speak Zombish. You have to forgive me. I've been feeling awfully depressed of late. And why shouldn't I? What with your friends always trying to hack me limb from limb? Why, it's as if my rotting, bloodless flesh and propensity for snacking on adventurer brains has made me sort of a pariah. The only ones who've ever treated me with any decency were my Sabatender friends. And I haven't seen them in ages. My best friend amongst them was spirited away when we were strolling through the Shroud. I do hope he's safe. Okay. We'll deal with that later.
Northern Thanalan, and then that's going to be it. Any missions to accept in Northern Thanalan? Nerp. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Again, I'm gonna continue my search. Maybe we'll find something. Probably not, but maybe. And we'll get those missions accepted tomorrow morning. So thank you so much for watching. Had a lot of fun, and hope you have a wonderful day.